Hello, queens and kings. It's Dana Store Codes, Killer Queen Antique Jewelry. Up the Sunday preview. Yes, I told you. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week. God will give me the strength to do it all over again. Today, it's Sunday sterling. So we're going to recoup the sterling pieces that we haven't seen. And maybe some of them we've had, but we'll go through them anyway. Also, it's recap day. So maybe you saw a piece and you had to do a little bit of research on it, or you had to give it a think. Those pieces will hopefully be available for you today. Don't forget about, there are some incredible pendants available. Pendants and necklaces. The Arctica butterfly. This one, I never ever noticed, but it's actually dated. So I'm gonna have to do a little due diligence and a bit of research before the show. But it's on an incredible antique chain. Big fabulous rope. That one's for the true butterfly lover. It's huge. There's a Victorian locket. On a Victorian chain. This one's going to be just a little bit too long for the bust, but that'll give you an idea of what it looks like. Not one. It's a day and night. That locket is incredible. With the original glass and paperwork as such inside. It's also very heavy. $47.2 grams. Can be worn either way. Just beautiful. There's a lighter book, the one that if you've ever wanted a book chain and thought of owning one, this one is only 31.9 grams. Love the huge French clasp. And I think this one might be the heaviest. Yeah, 58.1 grams. That incredible Mariner link, Mariner and ball and morning locket. So there's all three examples of that. An Edwardian bag. There are several examples of Vesta. Now remember the book chain. These were actually used as like a charm necklace. So the loops and the links, they would hang little charms from them. I have to show you an example of it because it's really stunning. Now, I do have one torque available. I'm going to tell you how cute one of these vestas looks, either hanging from a chain or a torque. You could all, they're useful too. You could use them as a little pillbox if you wanted. Or little goodie box. Your, what they call folding money. Your paper money. You could stuff it down in there and you've always got a little bit of money with you. I have several examples of lockets. Lockets. These would be used for stamps. Let's come now so I can show you up close. It's the beauty and the detail on the pieces. There's that one. That's hallmarked. I know I have several examples of them. They're all heavy. They're all well made. I'm a locket person. I just love them. This is a scent bottle with the stopper inside. With a dabber. A bit of a weapon as well. Ooh. There is a vintage heavy, you can see, substantial cuff. Oh, not cuff, bangle. I promise you I got enough sleep. 33 grams. They tend to be very lightweight. Oh, I love this little one. It's gold lined. I think this one is French. You need to put a jump ring on there so you could wear it as a pendant. Various sterling brooches, some Scottish screwback earrings, loads of the screwback earrings that we didn't get to see last night. I love, this is new. Victorian antique sampler, Scottish agate sampler. Unfortunately, the Dragon's Breath was back because it just can't be sized where it needed to go for my previous client, which is sad. There's some beautiful Tiger's Eye, some amber, a blue agate, a lace agate. That one's vintage. That one's antique. That's young and still, Art Nouveau. Some big, beautiful amber rings. There's an amber necklace. They're, of course, marcasite because I love them. Hope you love them too. A couple antique coins. Some beautiful sterling, big sterling earrings. Huge keys with hearts. I think they're absolutely adorable. Some open work hearts. These are in and out. They're sterling and they're white sapphire, because we all know in diamond they would be cuckoo expensive. They are vintage. Can't believe it. I wore them in the early 2000s and yeah, they're vintage now. Some antique Scottish brooches. Love all of these. I think that one's Ward Brothers. There are some cloak brooches that time of year. There's an entire pile of heavy sterling chains that I'm willing to part with. I don't believe that I have ever, that's an antique fob, Victorian, bloodstone and carnelian, swivel. I don't believe I ever gave a price. On the bullseye agate. They're Victorian. I will give a price, but if not, they'll have to go online. They're too heavy for me to wear. Yes, and if you don't wear heavy, don't consider it, even though they're prolific. So, if you've watched Friday and Saturday, or if you can watch some of those back, or the previews back, and you see something you loved and you weren't able to come in and view it or purchase it, come in, join me and everyone else who comes in this Sunday, noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's 8 p.m. for me because unfortunately the clocks went ahead and now we're 5 hours apart again. It stinks. I like being 4 hours closer to you all, especially, well, it's 4 hours, whatever time it is on the east, in the States. Well, add 3 hours to the West Coast. Makes it a little bit easier when we're showing. If you have any requests, it's a recap and request and Sterling show today. Thank you so much, Queens and Kings. If you did make it in for the Friday or Saturday show and can't make it today, please, no apologies. It was wonderful to see you. And if you can make it in, it'll be great to see you again. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is. Whatever time it is where you're at. See you soon.